This is Eric Muathe with Muathe.com. All is well. All right, in this educational video, we're going to be taking a look again at momentum instruments, and I'm going to answer a question that I get often, which is, does the breakout strategy I talk about work in other markets? All right, it's a good question. So let me answer that question. The simple and short answer is the breakout strategies, the chart timing strategies that anybody talks about, and the ones I talk about, work in all markets for all instruments. All markets, all instruments. So what we're going to do here is, let's do a quick little exercise. All right. So I'm using bar chart, and again, this is just what I use, not being paid to promote them, but I'm just letting you know what I'm using. So I've just kind of gone and took a look at the top gaining instruments in the Canadian market, and I'm going to take a look at this stock here from a chart perspective. Now, the only issue is the average volume is very low, very, very low, but let's not, take away too much from it. We're going to use the top performing instrument as far as the top 100 stocks based on the calculation by bar chart, and this is the Canadian market. We'll take a quick look at the top gaining instrument as far as the London market is concerned. So two different markets. We're going to look at it from the same strategy point of view. And actually, what I'm also going to do, just decided this while I was recording this video, I'm also going to take a look at the top gaining US stock. We're going to take a look at all of these different markets, leading stocks, and we're going to see how the ultimate Muathe breakout stacks up in terms of timing. So ultimate Muathe breakout is being tested here to see whether it works in these markets. Now, I already know the answer, and the answer is a resounding yes. The ultimate Muathe breakout would have got you in these instruments, and you would have been able to capture part of the massive gains. Now, before I go into the charts, just in case you're wondering what is the ultimate Muathe breakout, and let's say you don't have time, just say you don't have time, I have a 1-minute 40-second video that you can watch that is going to give you all you need to know about the ultimate Muathe breakout. Now, note this video was recorded in 2014. Many years after I came across the method. It's my own researched method. So this is 6 years later and years before 2014 that this method has been used. So if you don't have time, in the description of this video, there's going to be a quick short video under 2 minutes that's going to introduce you to this method if you're new to the method. Now, let's take what is discussed in this video and put it to the test. So, as far as bar chart is concerned, let's take a look at the top performing stock in the Canadian market as of right now, today being August 19, 2020. All right, let's go. So here is the chart, and again, it's a low volume instrument, but the volume doesn't matter, to be honest. Now, we can see a couple of things. Take a look at how the stock responded when it moved above 69.1. But what did I do there? I just digressed a little bit. Let's go back to the ultimate Muathe breakout minimum requirements. All right, this is the monthly chart. This is 5 years of data, so we can see things clearly. We're just going to put this to the test. We can see there's a breakout. Let me get this right. There's a breakout somewhere here, the beginning part of 2020. And then there's recently another breakout 2 months ago that took place right here. Right, so just take note, there's a breakout in February, somewhere around in February, another breakout, let's call it in June. All right, let's test the minimum requirements as per the ultimate Muathe breakout. All right, let's go down, take a look at the two parameters we look for. And of course, if you're a seasoned trader and you know the ultimate Muathe breakout, you can already see the answer to the question. It's very simple to see. So we're taking a look at this time period in February, and there's another breakout here in June. Let's test that. RSI being tested, MACD is being tested, and you can see without a fail this meets the minimum requirements for the ultimate Muathe breakout. And we can see this because the RSI jumps to 3-year highs during the first breakout. In fact, by February, the RSI was well above, you guessed it, 69.1. This is just a sign of power. Power. All right. And then take a look in February, the RSI way above 69.1. MACD is continuing to make new highs. So we can say without any doubt that the top Canadian stock gave you multiple entries by way of the ultimate Muathe breakout. Let's take a look at the next market, which is the London market, and I'm just taking the top stock. Stock or instrument, I'm not sure, but let's go to the chart. Now in this one, I'm going to have to use TradingView. So just a different charting service. And I'm using the free version of this because I don't use it as much, but I just want to show you as far as the minimum requirements are concerned. So we are doing our own due diligence. Does the ultimate Muathe breakout work? And I'll show you there's a breakout right here. This is the monthly, all data monthly. There's a breakout somewhere here. And that was, let's call it 4 months ago. So that's one recent breakout. In fact, we can even go back to this breakout here. Remember, this is the monthly chart. Based on the minimum requirement, there's another breakout here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the breakout, and I'll show you the minimum requirements here, and then this breakout here. All right. So we can see here during this most recent breakout in the lower 20s, the RSI was jumping to new 3-year highs or all-time highs. In this case, we can see for sure the MACD was also jumping high. So the most recent breakout for sure met the minimum requirements as far as the ultimate Muathe breakout is concerned. So we can put a check mark on the most recent breakout. Now let's go investigate the second and the initial breakout, which is this breakout here. So the price breakout, of course, is good. We're talking about this price breakout here on a monthly basis above the prior monthly closing high there. Take a look at your RSI in that time frame right here. RSI, not surprisingly, was also breaking out. Now if we take a look at this at the MACD, we see the MACD was behind. So it might seem like it was not meeting the minimum requirement, but I'll show you the second MACD. Remember, we use 2 MACDs, which is the magic of this method. And we can see on the second MACD, same time period, right here, the second MACD was breaking out. So we see that in both breakouts, the RSIs and the MACDs met the minimum requirements for the ultimate Muathe breakout. So the top performing instrument, as far as barchart.com is concerned, meet the minimum requirements for the ultimate Muathe breakout. And this is the second market we've tested the ultimate Muathe breakout, and we get quality representation that the method absolutely works. But of course, I already know that. I'm just, I guess, in a sense, convincing you that it works. So now that we've looked at the London market, let's take a look at the top US stock according to barchart.com again. And it tells us that this is the leadership in terms of percentage gain. It might not be, but let's just take what it's giving us. It's a software generated number. Let's just take this chart and see what we get. And again, we're looking at this from the point of view of the ultimate Muathe breakout. This is the stock from a 2-year weekly chart, and this has been a stellar performer. Going from the under $1 trading right now in the lower teens. A big move. So what we're going to do, we're going to do the same exercise. Go take a look at the monthly chart and see where the ultimate Muathe breakout could have got you a piece of this action. Remember, this is 5 years of data. The ultimate Muathe breakout needs 3. So we can see that there is a breakout somewhere here on the RSI, somewhere right here. which is this period here. All right. And while we are there, we can see that based on a 3-year time frame, as the RSI was moving to 3-year highs, you can see that the MACD was also moving to 3-year highs. Not both MACDs in this case, just one of the MACDs. Remember, only one of the MACD needs to be moving to 3-year highs. So yet again, we see without fail, and we see confirmation that the ultimate Muathe breakout works in any market for any trading instrument. Which brings me to a side observation. So here we can say, but what was the breakout level here? Because there's no monthly rest. In fact, we can see the breakout is taking place right now. So where could one have used an entry? Let's take a look at the weekly chart. And again, on the weekly chart, we see there's no rest period. You can see this instrument has been gaining positively every week since May. Positive weekly gains since May. So we might just be forced to go to the daily to find a breakout. And on the daily, we see lots of breakouts that met the minimum. There's a breakout here. There's a breakout there after 2 days of rest. There's another breakout here, a breakout here, breakout here, breakout here. So remember, you go to the time frame that gives you a breakout level. And here we see multiple breakouts. Because there was no rest on the monthly, there was no rest period on the weekly, the daily becomes the next choice. So I trust I just demonstrated something powerful for you, that this method is worth your attention. And in fact, to be honest, it is worth you mastering this method because it delivers. And again, if you are pressed for time, I don't know why you should be, but let's just say you have no time. You only have 2 minutes to spare. There it is. Watch the video, should you choose to. It gives a summary of the method. Now, I just say that this method works for all markets, all instruments. And you might be like, yeah, sure. Now, let's take a look at a crypto that has been moving higher. I don't even know what this is. I just noticed it. So here's an instrument, LIKE.USD. I don't know. Anyway, it's an instrument. It's a crypto. It's moving. Let's test the ultimate Muathe breakout. This is a desirable move for those who trade cryptos. And then there's another desirable move here. So let's test this method. Now remember, the method won't work here because there's no breakout in this time period. The only time the method will become applicable is somewhere here and here. So it is also a great timing tool. Cannot understate that or underestimate the power of that. But let's take a look and see whether it works for cryptos. And not just any crypto, but the ones that are moving. All right, so we got 2 breakouts, as we can see on this chart, here and here. We really don't want to be owning the instrument here. We don't care for this period. Do not care for this sideways action. No interest. And we have no interest in this period. All we care, to be honest, is whether we can find a method, any method, that gets us close to the action here and here. Now, the ultimate Muathe breakout should be able to do that for you. So, let's see. So, there's 2 breakouts. Breakout number 1 here. That was in, let's call it May of 2019. And breakout number 2 takes place here over the last 3 months. Let's test that. So, breakout price, breakout here. The level we are talking about is that level and our breakout level right there. All right, let's test the RSI. RSI, good. On the first breakout, RSI is moving to 3-year highs. See the MACD here. Oh, great. MACD also moving to 3-year highs. So we can say the breakout number 1 definitely met the minimum requirements for the ultimate Muathe breakout. All right, let's test breakout number 2. RSI moves above 69.1, which is exactly not a surprise, right? It's just the MACDs on the second breakout. MACDs move to 3-year highs. Minimum 3-year highs. And here again, MACD touching all-time highs, which is more than 3-year highs. So again, even for the second breakout, we see the ultimate Muathe breakout got you a piece of the action while avoiding the sideways phase of the instrument. Now, yes, this is oversimplification because there are other periods where there are false breakouts. For example, there is a false breakout here. So had you taken the ultimate Muathe breakout, maybe you would have been stopped out. But that is part of trading. Not all timing considerations are going to work. It is only the subsequent breakout that was successful, which is here. There was a slight breakout here that failed. So we can see failed breakouts are part of the, I guess, how the market plays out. And really we can't avoid that. But the exercise in this video, and for your convenience, if you got 2 minutes, this video should be a good guide. All markets, any trading instrument, the ultimate Muathe breakout, 20 years in the making, 20 years of use, 20 years of delivering superior performance. Eric Muathe at Muathe.com. Love and light, light and love. Namaste.